All right, we live, baby. What's up, y'all? Welcome to episode 4 of the Wiretap. Got a good friend here with me, Germ underscore, what is it?
STRAPPEDSNEAKERHEAD.
STRAPPEDSNEAKERHEAD. Yeah. We going with that.
Germ_T_Smith.
So,
and
can
the
you hear us?
YouTube page is STRAPPEDSNEAKERHEAD.
All right, that's a bet. So today's topic, we're going to be talking about sneakers, and we're going to be talking about straps, aka guns. I'm going to hold the guns for the second half of the show because that's the part I know everybody's been hitting me about, talking about they can't wait to hear about our opinions on the Glock 17 and the Glock 19. So we're going to jump into it. And this young man here, I feel like he has a good sneakerhead collection. Anything that drops, I always hit him up. I'd be like, yo, what's this about? Should I get these? Should I not get these? Are these valuable? The whole thing. But I trust his judgment. So that's why I'm always hitting his phone. I also think he good with the clothes and putting pieces together. So for people who are into shoes and want to get into the sneakerhead game, definitely follow this man here. So we're going to start off. What got you collecting sneakers, bro?
I'm going to keep it 1,000. Just honestly seeing everything that was in the culture. Like, everybody don't have time or the resources to get everything. So, you're looking at rappers, basketball players, anything of that nature, like, tunnel wise. But the tunnel is like a new thing. But I feel like coming up, you're looking at rappers, you're looking at just actors, anything that's happening in movies, acting, anything of that nature. It's like you're looking at it like me and my homeboy was just talking. Shaq Gnosis from the Men in Black 1, like the first Men in Black. Will Smith has on a whole moto uniform, and black and white Shaq Gnosis. Shaq Gnosis, they probably retro every couple years, but it's just looking at culture, like, just rappers, anything of that nature, movie stars. You're looking at Google. Nowadays, you can get on Google and type somebody's name in and see them in anything. Like, most of you probably don't know that Ralph Lauren wore Air Bacons, but if you go on Google right now, you can find some Air Bacons on Ralph Lauren, the guy that makes polo, things of that nature. So it's just a lot of avenues to find your way into sneakers. Me more so just watching other people not have. I'm not saying that my parents didn't get me things, but FUBU was a big thing coming up. So FUBU always had to release that matched sneakers. Like, it's a different world when you realizing, like, damn, people really don't look at what started them in the business or started them in collecting or, buying sneakers. But I feel like mine came from athletes. Just to round back around to what you're saying, I feel like athletes, actors, TV shows, Jamie Foxx, Marlon Wayans,
Fresh Prince,
Prince, Martin Lawrence. You can go down the line, even, and I'm not trying to, what's the name? Like, the Full Houses, what's the other shows? The other,
Family Matters.
All of these people, just watching them. Friends, Seinfeld, crazy. Like, people think that, like, oh, everybody isn't into everything. No, sneakers is like a universal thing. So you got to understand, Seinfeld, all of these things that we watch coming up basically got me into wanting sneakers, wanting to know how they were, because I feel like that could go beyond just, what's the word I'm looking for? Collecting. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like you want the information. You want to know where it came from, who did what in it. It's a lot of avenues, but those things like music, TV, movies, even your parents a little bit.
Yeah, I was about to say my father was probably a big influence on shoes.
It's like I feel like everybody has their own
reason
and or things that they're looking for. Like, everything may not appeal to everybody.
Right.
So it's like you're looking at a situation where it's like a lot of people are just, oh, this is cool because, and it's like, no, like I genuinely didn't get any FUBU or any capri shorts. Like I was like, I'm gonna trip you out. Fifth grade, fourth grade, people wearing capri shorts.
Yeah, I remember that era.
And that's and like you get what I'm saying. Like so, I just remember kids having things that and you would trip off of me now because of what I got on and my shorts are above my knees, but you get what I'm saying. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah. I
a lot of
definitely
people
know.
just that's where it starts from. That elementary school, seeing people in Jordans that you don't got no Jordans.
Right,
Like
right.
maybe middle school is when you start getting some Jordans or things of that nature. But I feel like all of that, like to always round back around to what you're saying. Movies, music, TV, parents, friends.
Mm-hmm.
All of those things can play into why I started collecting sneakers, or even sometimes it's not even. It's weird to call it collecting because it's like I do so much, funneling through. But we'll, But yeah, it's yeah. That those are the bases of me collecting sneakers and really wanting to
Do you consider yourself a collector, or you just consider yourself someone that's just
I like having shit, bro. Like,
nah,
I'm not
yeah.
even gonna hold you. Like I like the stuff that I didn't get coming up. Like I ain't never had a pair of these. This mine. Like I ain't never had. This is my birth year. But we can go back into that again. But it's just looking at things that I didn't have, or trying to make it. Just seeing other people with things like damn, 8th grade people coming through with I guess you wouldn't call it a cherry tin, but the red tins.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
with the gray on them, or the UNC tins. Like a lot of people didn't get those. Like I'm talking about, that was a thing. Or white, black cats is now $1,000 sneaker. I had that. Like you get what I'm saying? 8th grade, like I wouldn't. You make it through eras. I wouldn't even say collecting. Like I try to make it into each.
yeah.
It's so much stuff that comes out, but it's like, certain things that you gotta have and that you don't need to have. Like people buy a lot of things that they don't need, like in terms of culture.
Right.
That's my opinion.
Like
I mean, you can buy what you want, and I always say that. Like to go to my YouTube videos, you can always buy what you want. But
I was about to say, yeah.
I have I got a different.
yeah. Because that's the one thing I did appreciate about like getting to know you over the years is that between I already told you and that man behind the scenes, y'all two are the only two people I know.
I tell you, dumbass.
Y'all the only two people.
Cursing, I'm sorry.
Y'all the only two people I know that get fresh just to get fresh and not for nothing else, just for the. And I think the moment I realized it was when you broke down it was an Air Force that came out. He was like, "Yo, I'm not buying this. They not even putting leather in these no more." And I'm like, "Yo, damn, he read the whole details." Like, I would have just got.
Y'all geek out if y'all gonna see the pictures that he posts for the whatever the promo, whatever he does for this. But this ain't even like nothing crazy. This is 110. Ooh, I need to clean these when I go in the house. But 110, like you get what I'm saying? Air Force Ones. I'm gonna give you 1 point from the city that saved the Air Force One, Baltimore. I want him to clip this, do everything he need to do, just put it on TikTok, Instagram. Baltimore 410. It's on my forearm. Saved the Air Force One. Cinderella's on Park Heights in Spalding. My grandmother is from there. I grew up there. I don't want to tell y'all what I saw at 10 years old with these things that we about to speak about. Save the Air Force One. So when I explain to you like 110 and then there's 140, 150, the 150 is what you want to, aspire to get to, because then you're really dealing with kind of like a real good silhouette and or good leather and or good colorway. 110, they not gonna give you the fire, the color of the months, I don't even know what you want to, you feel me?
Right,
However
right.
you want to cut it, but I don't want, you feel me? Let's get back to, but Air Force One, Baltimore 410, that's ours. I don't want to hear nothing about, we can stop talking about New Balance, all of that. That's not, no, we good. We off that. Like, this ours. Like, but yeah.
So what you think was the must-have shoe of the year so far? Or up and coming, because they pre-release shoes. They let us see what's coming.
I'm gonna keep it 1,000. This.
Yes.
If y'all can what's the name, I'm gonna get a little. You feel me? Try to get up. This is probably in the what's the name there. There you go. You see that on the back? This or Reimagine 3. I just want, Lil Wayne, Face T, Vent Guard, at Vent Guard on Instagram. we're going to do it this year. I want y'all to understand that. But yeah, this or Reimagine 3, White Cement 3, whatever you want to call it. Like,
Nah, they was the ones. They
this is definitely, and I'm not putting this on until I got to fit in the house. Today was probably the day because I went somewhere, but maybe next Sunday. But yeah, Nike SB.
They hella comfortable.
You heard him in the back. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, definitely. White Cement. I mean, I'm sorry. That was another shoot I was talking about. White SB, Jordan 4, Pine Green. This is it. Like, I spent a nice little penny on resale on this.
What's the resale so far? Like, the highest I've seen is 5 for me.
5, I paid $444. I'm just gonna go ahead and throw it out there. We on, you see we having. He paid less. The guy behind the scenes paid less, but that's neither here nor there. He probably paid $10 less, but $440. That's what I paid. 5 and up, like that's where I see it at now. First of its kind with being as though it's a Jordan 4. I'm not gonna say the first SB Jordan because it was ones before this. I have the SB1 in the house, removable paint, stuff like that. But this I was getting regardless of what I had going on. Like, you don't see a lot of red bubbles, like with different color bubbles.
Right.
A lot of people don't understand things like that when you're talking about sneakers. Like, you might get a shoe, they're gonna make it just one color, main color, and it's like, we got a red bubble on here. This booty is perfect. Nike SB. That's we gotta call it that. The Nike Air came back out, and this was it. Like, this was it. This and Reimagine 3. I'm gonna keep it a beam. This was the year before, correct?
Oh, yeah, I hit them on.
Correct?
Yeah. November. Yeah.
Dummy. Correct. The year before, right? It's not 2023.
No, it's 2022.
2022 because he hit.
Yeah.
And he bought a pair for me. So I know you hit. So I know it was 2022. So I just want to make sure I didn't want to, spread no false information. But this too, like I'm gonna say my real sentiment. I don't care how y'all feel. LeBron's still the greatest player to ever play basketball. But look here, right? This here, like, if you want your foot to bleed, you want to really go through some pain, that's if you want to hoop. This here, you gotta have this.
Yes, sir.
Like, you have to have this. Like, that Reimagine 3, you gotta have it. Like, that Reimagine 4 that might come out with the level on it, the all level, it ain't suede, but you gotta have this. And it's like, this is a year before. I got an extra pair of Reimagines, traded them in, done my thing, and I ended up with these. But for the year prior, this is the shoe of the year for the year prior. Like I said, anything that I did not get when I was coming up, I'm going to get.
And the crazy part about them, I didn't hit until an hour later.
No, I was with you.
I was like, I don't even think I got him. I was like, I'm not even gonna worry about it.
But he got like one of them situations where it's like he got a big foot, so it's like, they kind of everybody might not have the money or it could be a weird situation, but
right.
He we talking the whole time. I'm like, I tried, I didn't get him. You feel me? I chalked it up, but I always told you what I always tell you. Anything I don't get, I feel like it's coming my way.
Right.
Regardless of what, how life is going, money, whatever, it's coming my way.
Yeah, we can always spin back.
Yeah, I don't care. I'm spinning back. Like I said, didn't hit, got an extra pair of Reimagines, traded those in, paid my bread,
and got
these.
Yeah.
These, I paid
and I called everywhere for them. But you told me.
Like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, y'all gotta understand, like, when you playing this game, he's fairly new. I wouldn't say he's not knowing or he's not in the game or, he doesn't know what he's doing. He's so early that, the internet will say something, and it's like, yo, I just want you to understand. Sometimes it ain't gonna be like that.
Yeah,
Sometimes the skate shops, that was a skate shop thing. The skate shops, they're gonna backdoor. And if they don't backdoor, they're gonna do it correctly. But what's the chance of you winning a raffle with 1,000 people or 500 people? So you gotta understand the severity of the game that you're playing.
Right.
And you get that. We talk so much and we go through so many things that you like, I understand. Like you getting it. Like, and I'm not saying I'm like a savant. The ASAPs, the Ians, the Young Lords, the ASAP Baris. What the Young Lord is ASAP Bari if you don't know. But you get what I'm saying. It's like these people that pioneered the game for me, for us, for our time. You looking at them. I'm Travis. Could take a dunk that wasn't doing anything. I bought De La Souls maybe, what, Dion, what was that? 2014, 2015? $50, bro. How much are they going for now?
Shit, probably like
$500-600.
Yeah, I was about
and
to
it's
say.
Like I sold them. Look, I ran back and sold them for X, Y, and Z, and still didn't make what they going for now. But you could just see how one person could change
the game, right?
A whole game, and it's like,
because I remember Modell's used to sell them for $50. Remember, everybody used to go to Modell's and get the dunks.
And this is what I'm saying. SB, shit like that. We get so lost on what everybody's telling us to be cool.
Right.
What everybody is saying, this is that. This is, They Got Souls is a hip hop group. Right. How are we not treating them like they not, right. How they not
like that,
like that. Yeah. Or they didn't play a part in history to where as though they may warrant $100 resale number.
Right.
And resale, and $100 resale, I'm saying cost plus, 100, 200. Travis gets that. Travis is fairly, new, whatever the case may be. But when you really thinking about like what should be and shouldn't be, I think people get lost on that.
Yeah.
And it's like, I could say whatever I want about what you asked me about what's the top,
Right.
But that's opinionated. Like, you get what I'm saying? It's like it's such a broad game. Like, with somebody else could think something is like fire, like, an ASIC come on, they be like, yo, this it's like, bro, it's fire. I would wear that, just to F around in, but I wouldn't wear that and be that's a staple piece.
Right.
Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, if you look all across this room, him, you, me, you be like, damn, all of those are something that I could be like, yo, I could get down with that. I could really, have other people, interested in things. And it's like 2023 isn't done. So it's a lot of stuff
it's a lot of heat
that's
coming.
Supposed to come out.
It's a lot of heat. Because did you see the blue colorway for those?
See, now, I'm going to keep it 1,000. I don't think that's happening.
I don't think it is either, to be honest with you.
But like, he's in worn his. I ain't even put this on my foot. This is DS. This is brand spanking new. I could lick the bottom of this if I wanted to. I ain't gonna do it because it came from Hong Kong. You feel me? And not Hong Kong. I want y'all to understand something. Goat sent me these. I bought these from Goat resale. These joints came from Hong Kong. We gotta stop doing all of that in the sneaker community and this came from there. They make shoes in Hong Kong.
Yeah.
How is the shoe fake? How is it anything? And I'm not saying, you feel me? I know what's up with me. You feel me? But it's
and you know what's crazy, bro? With the Reimagines, you kind of told me they was playing with me. So look, right? I already knew I wasn't going to hit on Sneakerhead for the Reimagines. So I just went ahead on Goat, ordered my shoes. Bro, what it was like 2 weeks later, I'm like, yo, the seller still hasn't sent it to Goat.
I already knew what it was. I told you. I told you. I'm like, yo, he playing. Because I'm going to keep, like, just look at, if you want to just take 20, like, let's go back. Let's keep it in the lane of the question, right? 2023, Sneaker of the Year. Some duck that bought that shoe don't even, you feel me? It's not even.
Right.
He's not even understanding what he got sitting in his house. He could buy, say he bought 4. You feel me? And take one and or take as many as he needs to recoup whatever, and then keep one and then just hold it.
Right.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He might be looking at something crazy.
Right.
But he done took his money, his paycheck, his mother money. You don't know who you dealing with.
Right.
And he gonna sell some, you feel me? Like, I'm gonna sell that to get my money back because I took an L. That's not no L when we talking about what we talking about. That's not no L when we talking about the culture that we dealing with.
Right.
That's not no L in any which way, shape, or form. This shit is an investment. This shit was $440. I guarantee you, 10 years, 15 years, I can go get at least 1,500, maybe 12, 11, maybe the band at the minimum.
Yeah.
You feel me? So when you're thinking about reimagine so early in 2023, we don't know what's coming. We don't know what's gonna have everybody tripping. We got Lucky Green, we got Yellow Thunders coming this weekend.
Yeah.
Some people, I need it. You feel me? But that's me. You feel me? Everybody else may not feel that way. Certain things you don't pass up on, and then have another like thought process. Like, he's sitting back there with 2. I had 2. He definitely, I know you want a pair. He's sitting back there with 2. Not saying that you could wear what he got, but because he got, 2 different sizes. But he trying to give somebody else some love. But imagine that's maybe $1,000 sneaker he holding if he do it the right way. But right. It's so early that you don't know what's name. Lucky Green's coming out a little bit after, and that's another Air Jordan 3. You feel me? It's like, it's so early that I don't want to what's the name. But to me, sneaker of the year, forget 2020. Well, it is 2023, so I'm not gonna say it like that. I'm sorry. Sneaker of the year is this right here. Like, you get what I'm saying? First of its kind. I'm gonna go back to it. Whatever. Probably do a get ready with me probably soon, but this is definitely sneaker of the year right now. Reimagine's gonna be like a close second. We're gonna see what else is gonna come out, but I don't want to I always want to round back around to the question that he originally asked me. But 2023, this is it. Like, I ain't gonna do too much.
So
more, but
this is all right. So and this question came about because I posted this the other day. Because I'm tired of seeing them Panda Dunks. I'm really tired of seeing Panda Dunks. That's just my opinion of it. Mm-hmm. I know it might be a hot shoe right now, but in my opinion, I'm tired. So what sneaker you think is played out at this point?
Played out? We already done, we done been through this already. Panda Dunk. I'm gonna even take it further for people that's not knowing. Seeing people with SBs that, are kind of played, not really anything important. Like, anything that anybody is like overshooting because of the points that I made earlier, Travis Scott, Rockies, whatever the case may be. If you want some corny shit and trying to, Panda, I see everybody in Panda Dunks, I'm going to get them. I see everybody in Air Jordan 1s, I'm going to get them. You feel me? Whatever. And I'm not trying to be, crazy to anybody. Anybody that, takes something and sees it as like, I'm going to wear that and I'm going to run it. And everybody on the internet is wearing Pandas. It could be various things. We're going to harp on that because I know I know where you're going. Yeah. But it's like anything that anybody's overshooting to try to, I'm slick. I'm this. I'm that. Yeah, like that's like, that's bottom of the barrel.
Yeah,
you're not even trying.
Right.
Like, y'all can't see what I got on. I have $110 Air Force on. You go buy whatever you want. You go buy a pair of Vans for all I care. You feel me? But don't take something that certain people feel a certain way about and treat it however. Like, let's be technical. I ain't even gonna say a Panda Dunk. Let's talk about the Dunks, period.
Right.
You feel me? Just as in a silhouette. People wasn't even wearing that.
Not at all.
Like I just told you, I could go get De La Soul, and that's an SB. That's not even just a regular dunk, no pen, all of that silliness. We talking about that SB, I can go get that for $40.
Right.
Turn around maybe a year or two later and sell it for $150. But then I still miss that boom where it goes to 1,000, 500, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like anything that anybody's overshooting, like to, you know, make themselves cool. Like you said, we do this just to,
right.
And I said this to him earlier. He could, you feel me, attest to this. I said he's gonna say this when we get on live, and it's like that's just the nature of the beast we dealing with.
Right.
Like, you know, everybody wants to get on the internet. I see you wearing this. I see you wearing that, and it's like we get so caught up in
what everybody else doing.
What everybody else is doing.
Because you ain't when you mentioned the one. I remember I used to stay away from those because they reminded me of Dunk so much.
Mm-hmm.
But I said, you know what?
And I don't mean to cut you off. Keep your thought process. But just imagine, people don't even know that those are Dunks. People don't even know that the Air Jordan 1 is and the Dunk is really a difference if you really get to talking to somebody. But continue.
So that was what changed. So it was like when I got it, I was like, oh, this got some differences. It's just the first glance, it just looked like a Dunk. And I'm not gonna hold you. Usually I gotta break Jordans in, but when I put, that's why I started messing with ones, because I never really had a shoe that was comfortable off the first wear. But when I put them joints on, I was like, yo, I see why.
But then look, that's why what you say when I bought this in here. What did you say?
I forgot. I ain't gonna hold you.
It's something about damn, your foot little. Like,
oh yeah. I was like, yeah,
it's
damn,
not that my foot is little. I wear 10.5.
Right.
These forces are 10. I size, forces you're supposed to size down half a size.
Right.
A lot of people are foreign on that. You get what I'm saying? So Air Force One, I'm a size down half a size. It's gonna break, and I'm still gonna be good. I wear 2 pair of socks. To everybody out there, I wear 2 pair of socks. I know it sounds crazy, but it's really a basketball thing. He-O in the back can attest to this.
Oh no, yeah, I know what you mean.
He can attest to this. We'll get into that in a second. But you get what I'm saying? It's like, yo, I buy these. I do not want the shoe to break and it be so much like Air Jordan 1 is a break and it's so much bigger on your foot.
I get what you're saying.
So I get these in a half a size down, so when it breaks, it don't feel like I have on like this floppy shoe.
I get what you're saying.
That's probably the main thing with those. What were we saying? What brought us to that? Oh,
I was saying that
yeah, and how they break and how they whistle.
Yeah.
Like that's just, everybody's gonna, the internet is like I said on another podcast that I was on, shout out to
the sneakers joint. Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I'm drunk. I'm sorry, I'm high. Come on, Dion, help me. Addicted to the shoe. I'm sorry, Cody. I swear to you. I'm listening. I'm just, you feel me? I'm sorry, Cody. Yeah, Hennessy, Patron, it's his fault. But this is what I'm saying. We're going to give y'all some good content. But listen, addicted to the shoe. I go in there and, that's kind of the sentiment of what we were talking about. Just, the game and how everything is, what's the name? It's like everybody's kind of going for what can make them look cool.
Exactly.
When you could just be an individual in any shape and form in life. It's not even about sneakers or clothes or, a job, however you're doing it. Like, why not be an individual? Because I feel like the internet shoved such a,
Yeah, it made the world smaller.
Exactly. But think about this. We live in Baltimore. The world is already 10 times smaller.
Yeah.
I don't want to, I'm not even going to that. But it's a terribly small place. If you look into history, you'll understand why. It's a terribly small place that we live in. But that's the thing. And I think everybody just harps on, I'm going to get some Dunks. I'm going to get some ones. And these are staples. These are staples in sneakers.
Right.
When you're really looking at it, you like, ain't no way that I'm going to sit here and just keep wearing a Dunk, an Air Jordan 1, an Air Force 1. Like, it's not going to happen.
Right.
Like, you get what I'm saying? It's not going to happen. Like, so you could wear something out and it's like, wow. Do we really care?
And to be honest, when I see certain people, it's just like, oh, they don't really care. It's just they following the trend. Because we've even talked about the whole designer game in the sense of like, yo, the people that have the most views on their reels as far as fashion wise sometimes they don't even be in design. They be in like Carhartt or like a Dickies sweatsuit or something like that. But it's like you said, that's the individuality. Just because you wear designer does not mean you're fashionable.
Absolutely.
It does not mean you're fashionable.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I'm going to keep it 1,000. You can still do that. Like we said, we're not telling you that you can't do it or that if you overshoot it, you're still not what's name. If that's what's in your mind and in your heart, go ahead and wear that designer, bro. That's on you. You feel me? But that's just not something that we're going to do. And I understand. I want them Balenciaga mesh runners. I'm going to spend that band or whatever I need to spend to make an outfit happen that I need to make happen. But that individuality that we're talking about, you know, and staying in kind of a lane that really could, and like I said, with the internet, you're not even understanding it. If you go down another lane, you could have somebody, you could blow.
Right.
You feel me? Yeah. What's the name? It's like, it's people that I'm going to overshoot the designer. I'm going to overshoot the dunk. I'm going to overshoot the Jordan 1. I'm going to have, you get what I'm saying? It's like, nah, why not play the game another way to where as though I got a bunch of stuff.
Exactly.
I got X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
You feel me? And it's like, that's the avenue that I feel like people should go down. I don't want to, we going to always round back around to the question, but don't, anything can be overshot. You feel me? Anything can be played. You feel me? It's like, but the Panda is definitely played. I'm going to keep it 1,000. The white Air Force One. As much as we came up on it, I don't want to wear white Air Force One anymore.
Right.
I want to wear something else. You feel me? I want to, you feel me, be in another avenue. So it's like, I feel like to just give you a final, complete answer after discussing Panda Dunks. I'm not going to say Jordan 1s because it's like,
there's certain ones.
You know, and when you realize that people are just buying because they just like, oh, everybody's wearing these, I'm going to buy something. You feel me? Anything that's, to me, that's not cool. If we go down the line, Chicago's, you know, Breads, Celtics, come on, give me another Jordan 1. I'm trying to.
What was the ones that just came
You get what I'm saying? It's a pair of ones. And that's a mid. And that's a mid. Unless I'm tripping. Unless I'm tripping. That's a mid. But we don't do those. But a hair one. It's, you know, certain things, you know, Air Force One, cool. You know, a white Air Force One, you ain't gonna never trip. But it's like, I'm not ready to do that. I'm ready to get something that's ready to have everybody, you know, tripping out. But, you know, whatever somebody, to me, in this day and age, whatever somebody overshoots or what everybody is like into, and I'll even say this is an opinionated thing. Anything that anybody is doing to try to make themselves cool instead of trying to be your own person and be cool. Because don't get me wrong, when people see you in craziness, they gonna be like, yo, goddamn on. Or you feel me, whatever. Set the tone. You feel me? It's like all of that ain't setting the tone.
Right.
You basically adhering to what everybody else is doing just to be like, yo, nobody's gonna bother me.
Right.
So it's like I said, Panda Dunk, and because I know that's the, I'm gonna keep it 1,000. That's the main thing we shooting for right now. But you know, we can just, anything else that anything is like you're trying to overshoot to try to make cool or because everybody else is doing it. That's what I'll say. You know, is what's the word I'm looking for?
Play it out sneaker.
Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like they just, you know, I live in a different world, so I don't want everybody to think that my opinion automatically matters.
Right. But it's just like you have a love for something that most don't.
Yeah,
and that can frustrate you.
Shit, bro.
Yeah, and
I like people don't get it. Like, everybody looks at it and be like, whatever. Nigga sitting back there, we'll take it to the extreme. Like, what's the name? People, how you get this? Bro, I entered on a Foot Locker ad. That's all I did. I didn't do nothing crazy. I wanted it, so I'm gonna figure out how to get it.
Right.
But it's like everybody else don't live like that, so I can't expect everybody else to understand where I'm coming from all the time.
Right.
So it's like, but at the end of the day, we're gonna rock it out. You feel me? Yeah. It's like I'm aware of what I want. You could call something whatever. So anything I personally feel like I put on, yeah, we like that. We living like that. Like,
Right.
ain't nobody ready to trip off of anything that I do. People will tell me I dress weird or whatever, but I ain't never in nothing that's gonna be like, what he got on? Like, what is that? Yo?
Right,
like,
right.
Yo, geeking. You feel me? It's like, no, I'm not doing that. But you'll never catch me anything that everybody, you get what I'm saying? Like, I know it's a thousands of people, a million people that got these 3 sneakers right here. You see, this one ain't tied because I ain't wearing it until I get a fit. This one is tied because that's how it comes. You feel me? But not putting that on until I get a fit.
Mm-hmm.
These got another value to me because you feel me, where they come from and what they come from. You feel me? So, you know.
All right. So to the next question, how have you seen the art of the sneaker I said that all wrong, y'all. Pretty much what I'm asking is, what has been the positives and the negatives you've seen in sneakerhead culture?
I mean, I'm gonna keep it 1,000. The negatives off rip, niggas getting shot over sneakers and stabbed and what's the name and anything that some violence. Like, you get what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about things that bring violence later on, but this is literally that's your job, and me, it's a protection thing. I'm definitely not going out in the street and I may joke. You get what I'm saying? Everybody in America, and that's what I'm saying to you. I don't want you to think that I take my Second Amendment rights for granted. And we're going to get to that later. I'm not trying to lock this in right now, but I'm not going to do anything to put myself in jeopardy of losing my freedom, losing my being able to buy sneakers, clothes, dealing with females or whatever I want to do out in the street, you feel me, or whatever in the world. I'm not going to stop that for silliness. You feel me? It's like, I done been to LA and seen sneaker releases and, you know, looking like, ain't no way something like that, like, you know, kid getting stabbed or shot or what. I'm sorry, rest in peace to who passed. I'm not sure exactly what happened, but you dying over a dunk? Like we were just talking about. A dunk. Like a dunk. A Nike dunk. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
$100 retail. Maybe $400 at resale. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's just like,
It just doesn't compute with me. You get what I'm saying? Like, me and him have conversations all the time. Some people aren't supposed to have weapons. Some people aren't supposed to be able to be in these positions to even be upset that they didn't get a sneaker. Because guess what? You could take StockX, go any sneaker store, Flight Club, any sneaker store, and I'm gonna just kind of I'm gonna round back around to the reselling type formats. But stores, that's not your fault. He won, you didn't win, whatever happened. That's not his fault. If that's the case, go be mad at the store.
Right.
Like, you get what I'm saying? They know what they doing. Nike know what they doing. Hibbett know what they doing. Foot Locker know what they doing. Finish Line know what they doing. Champs know what they're doing. All of these people in conjunction know what they're doing. They know how to cause us to get, riled up or whatever. They don't want that to happen, but it happens. You feel me? And it's like the other side, think StockX, Grill, all of those. You're dealing with somebody else that's sending them a sneaker.
Mm-hmm.
The company, how can you get mad at the company when somebody is sending them a fake sneaker? So say if I did have your information and you feel me? Like, this could get crazy.
Yeah.
You send me a fake from StockX, Gold, whatever, and it, makes it through, and I do my own, background, and it's not right. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's just crazy to think that somebody would go those lengths or whatever. But, one, people getting hurt, negative wise, the company's playing with us.
Yeah. Most definitely.
Sneakers,
the bots.
And
for y'all don't know hold on, let me explain it. For bots are people buy bots so they jump y'all in line in order to get the sneaker. Most of the time, the people that got the bread, I'm talking about people that's buying 10, 20 pair at a time, they the ones that get the bots.
Yeah, and it's like, I'm not gonna lie to you. Me, and I don't want to keep doing this, the guy behind the camera, we've dealt with doing it, trying to, get ahead of the curve, and to keep it 1,000, it doesn't even put you in a better spot. You may get one, you may get two. The people that are really, doing it at a high level, they get a shit ton. They wilding out. But the companies playing with us, bots, they know what they're doing. They know they could put out enough
right
for us to all be able to get a pair. And then if they have some left over, send to your outlets, your stores, send to the regular stores are already going to get a lot of pairs. But you get where I'm coming from. It's like, we don't have to do it now, but this was like maybe like a 5, 6, 7 years ago thing. Camping out. Why am
yeah.
You gonna have me sleeping outside for some sneakers? It could be depending on where you live. It could be snowing. It could be raining. It could be anything. But just for the sake of I gotta get this, you're gonna go sleep outside. You're gonna do whatever. You're gonna let somebody do whatever. And it's like it's just craziness. I could have to go to work tomorrow, but I want this sneaker so bad, and that's what I'm saying. A lot of people don't feel where we come from when it's game time. And when I say game time, the people that's in this world and that do what, I do, they feel it like, yo, this is, crazy. I need to go get this. I need to, miss work. I need to, sell something to, get what I need or, whatever. The last mile. But it's like, it's a lot of things that's wrong with what's going on right now. Like I tell my mans all the time, we got a problem. Yeah. It's not like, not a, I guess a mental thing. It even could be, but it's like we got a problem. And I tell them all the time, we got 2 feet. Like, you feel me? Like, we get fresh. That means we buy clothes, shirts, shorts, socks, drawers. We getting fresh, and then we buy sneakers. So imagine the type of money that we spending because of this problem that we have.
I was gonna say, just on a lighter note, the only 2 positives I see out of it is mostly just it got some people to step into entrepreneurship, and it made a community.
Like I said, it's an investment,
right?
And you're absolutely right. It's definitely you feel me? Me and my dog do this all the time. Really, all 3 of us. You don't more so with him, but me and you more so. Yo, wear this or what's this or whatever. I could treat you like you wasn't. You feel me? In the game, because that's how people will treat you if you not in the know in the sneaker community. And it's like, I'm not gonna do you like that, But it's like, you just realizing like, whoa, this can, and that's another negative, that it is a community and that people will play you.
Gatekeepers,
gatekeep you certain type of things or whatever. So I feel like that's another negative. Like, it's a positive, but it's a negative because we haven't even got to that other side. But it's like, yeah, that's definitely a thing. The community, the bots, the stores, the corporations. We just went and watched a movie.
Air. Yeah.
Air. We just went and watched a movie about a company that don't give 2 shits about us.
I gotta check it out, so don't spoil it.
No, I ain't gonna spoil it for you, because if you go read it up, it's the same story. It's just they kind of do things, and to a person like me, it wasn't correct, and he can tell you too. So it's like, you gonna give us some BS? This how y'all do us in real life.
Right.
So it's like, damn, this what we on? So it's like, after a while, I ain't gonna lie, it's hard to stop. You can't stop, but it's like, you just get to a point where it's like, the negatives to me don't outweigh the positives. Community. I love getting fresh. Like, I love, you feel me, putting on new shit. Like, you feel me? That's just something that I got, or that I do. But having, like, that's the American dream. Like, having things. Like, you get what I'm saying? And I ain't saying that you gotta have what I have. You can go buy the designer. You can go buy some Adidas, some Reebok, I buy whatever the hell I want.
Yeah.
But you get what I'm saying? Knowing that the bald man, like, you feel me? It's like, yo, I ain't gonna do that. Yeah, you feel me? He ain't my goat. But you get what I'm saying? It's like the bald man just putting on something that he wore, or that he really did his thing in it. Another human, American, like, yo, he was doing his thing. That's like a staple. You feel me? But it's like, I don't know. It's weird. I know I got more positives. I'm just trying to find, you feel me? Because
I was about to say, we definitely got it. Because go to see how long we can be on live. I think it's an hour. Cause we might have to start it back over, but I'm cool because I'm.
It's cool.
I'm not.
We
Yeah, yeah,
listening.
yeah.
Let's get money.
But
because this is gonna cut off if it wasn't. Right?
yeah. Then
no, we good. Let's just keep it rolling.
so my last question, we just gonna keep this one short and sweet. What's the sneaker you would like to see resurface?
Resurface.
I'm gonna give you mine first.
Go ahead. That's what I want.
The Tim Duncan's, the silver one.
Okay.
Damn, the silvers.
The
Yeah.
blacks.
I had the blacks.
So
I could never get my hand on the silvers.
About maybe I don't even remember what year it was. If y'all want to be technical, black some.
No, you good. You good. Yeah, you good. You good.
Black Cement 3s came out the same weekend that Black Tim Duncans came out. And people were in the mall not buying Black Cement 3s. But I don't have no problem with that. But that Tim Duncan, definitely. It's actually it's how
I wouldn't. I agree with you.
so look, we got two right here. They Tim Duncans. I'm gonna give y'all two because they both answered. I need Battleground Flight Plazas with the bubble.
Oh wow.
You feel me? Battleground Flight Plazas with the bubble. Nike, they got us. They ready to make it happen. And then something that actually came out maybe 2020, 2021, 2020. I was living in somebody's basement in 2020. CB 34 Air Max 2. So it's like, yo, I'm just sitting here like, those are the two shoes that I need to resurface. But the Charles Barkley is about to come back out. Fall 2023, black, purple, white.
That's the one right there.
But
I got an ass whipping because I wore those.
I don't know how you did that.
I was sick. I mean, I was 6 years old. My father told me make sure I changed my shoes, and I didn't because I thought they were slick.
You don't change them. You did the right thing.
Yeah, I went outside and played. I mean, I ain't know no better, bro.
You were supposed to wear them to school. That's crazy.
No, they was my school shoes.
No. So, I see.
Yeah.
No.
I was 6 years old, bro.
So, those two, that CB34 and that Flight Posit with the bubbles on the side, almost like an alien type shoe with the snaps on it. But I feel like Nike is going to hear me. They're going to see this. I just, that's what I need. You feel me? We getting everything else we want. Every 4 to 5 years, everything retros. Remember that I said this. Every 4 to 5, 6, 7, maybe within that range, it ain't ever going to be 10. For 4, 5, 6, 7 years, everything retros.
Message.
I'm telling you. So just think about this statement that I made, gang.
Oh, and another one. I can't remember the name of them, but I think they came out my 11th grade year. I think that was 2007. The sevens.
old.
The eggshell joints, the orange and
the sevens,
the
blue, orange, and eggshell.
Yeah, I wish
you
they
can still get them on. He could what's the name?
No, they going for a pretty penny.
I don't have my phone, so I can't look on anything right now. But he can get them. Them sevens, the
eggshell joints,
the eggshell shits that I was the Pacific.
Yeah, the
there
Pacific,
we go.
yeah,
Pacific.
yeah. 13.
That's what I'm saying. We're gonna wait.
It was about 37 seconds. Y'all counting?
Oh, you good?
Nah, we about to get into this gun talk.
Yeah, so this the last listening. He just about to finish this.
If he find them, because I found someone was selling them used. I'm not buying them used.
You got to though, because they so old.
Yeah.
So look, right. Even if you find a nice used pair, buy them rather than a brand new, because you almost out of that 10-year range.
Mm-hmm.
So
you're though.
Yeah.
Like if you want them, you can wear them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if you buy them used, you can wear them rather than you buy them brand new and they crumble.
I get what you're saying.
Because
yeah.
somebody
because it's
put that glitter on it,
yeah.
You feel me? And that's why
I see what you're saying.
Talk about them straps. Fuck that.
All right.
Fuck them shoes.
So we going into the second half of this. So I don't really speak on my career choice, but I just want you to know that it taught me a lot about having a weapon, meaning a firearm. And when me and this man had a conversation, he was interested in taking the step to arming himself. And I hooked him up with somebody. And for those who want that, hit my DM. I got somebody for y'all. Y'all can definitely get in contact with him.
I'm talking about, like, you might as well, because just go ahead and listen to the man.
So, first thing you want to do when you showing your firearm, make sure it's away from you and away from anybody else. Lock it, right? Make sure nothing in it. Nothing's in there. Have him check. Anything in there?
Nah, you good.
All right, go ahead, pull yours out. Pause. And always keep your finger off the trigger. You always want to
trigger this.
You always want to treat your firearm like it's loaded. Anytime you have one, even if you know for a fact it's unloaded, you always want to treat it like it's loaded. So what Jeremy has here is, and mind you, this is a message to Maryland because I don't know who's watching. All these guns are legal. We purchased these. We have our boxes, our credentials. These guns are legal weapons that we obtained through the state of Maryland, going through the proper channels to get our firearms. Now, what I have here is a Glock 19, Gen 5. It's small for my hand, but durable. I also have a tactical addition to it, which has a flashlight. I have 2 beams. Hold on, that's the flashlight. So I have a blue beam, right? And then I have a green beam. Oh, my green beam is for my long distance, so that's for anything over 15 yards. My blue beam is for short distance, so that's anything under 15 yards. I mean, for short distance engagement. If I have to engage with somebody that's at short distance, and yours do the same, right?
Yeah, but mine's is 25 because you got the 2, so you can kind of, you know, pick and choose which one you want to be close and far. But mine's is just, you know, centered for 25. So it's cool right here. I can, of course, you know,
engage from that distance.
Engage from this distance, but mine's is kind of set a little bit further out because I only have one. If y'all can.
So that's what is it, Gen 3?
Yeah.
So Glock has different generations of guns. His is a Gen 3, which came out in 98. His is a preferred weapon for law enforcement and military. What I like about this weapon is that it's very, very smooth. The kickback isn't crazy on it. Through my range testing, I shot very accurate with that as I got better, just from practicing and, you know, trying to just get better with engaging with the weapon. I'm actually going to get me one. I'm hoping for Father's Day. And the only difference between his generation and mine is the dual lock slide. So, see, for me, my Gen 5, all Gen 5s, what is that word?
Ambidextrous.
Ambidextrous. So, if you left-handed, you could just use your thumb to slide it up on the left side. If you right-handed, of course. And you never want to do this. You never want to do that. You really want to charge your weapon and just, ride it out. You get what I'm saying? Most people like to put too much trigger pull inside. You don't want to do that. You definitely want to use like maybe half your finger for trigger pull, because what happens is, what most people don't understand is your barrel is already slanted, right? So when you shoot, think of it like a football. Your bullet is going up and then it's coming down. So if you got too much trigger pull, or your hand isn't properly high on the back and you got your grip right, you're going to always miss. That's why some of the incidents that you see in some of these urban communities with people who miss their targets or end up hitting innocent bystanders, that's because their grip wasn't proper. They didn't have the target on sights, because you got your sights here. So these right here, these are your sights. So you got 2 in the back, 1 in the front. What's supposed to happen is you're supposed to line them up. Everything's supposed to be in the middle. Your target should be blurred. You shouldn't even be able to really see your target, because you're focused on your sights, depending on which eye you're dominant with. And then, you know, you lay it down, whatever you do, what you gotta do. But what I like about the 19 for me is Mostly the kickback isn't crazy on it. I also have a Glock 40. That kickback is crazy. When I went to go shoot the 17 2 years ago to requalify, I think I scored like a 225, maybe a 230. When I went to shoot the 40, I was down to like a.
I don't know.
250 is the perfect score.
Okay,
250 is the perfect score.
That's what I was
Yeah.
say. Like, I don't know what that means.
So when I went back and I had to qualify with the 40, I went down to like 190.
Yeah, because you're dealing with a whole nother type
Yeah, it was a whole different type of pistol. Yeah.
You're dealing with a whole different type of ammunition. Like and then people don't even realize you can deal with a different situation with grain of ammo.
Yeah.
So imagine if you shooting with 115 and they bring you 124 on your test. You're not used to that.
Right.
Like you feel me? You're gonna come right out there and it's gonna feel different. It's gonna move different. Like
right.
So I definitely understand what you're saying.
What I also like about this your generation though, Glock got rid of the grip for the Gen 5s.
That's the
So as you see right here, it's a handle grip for you. You get what I'm saying? Finger grooves, yeah, pretty much. That's what they got rid of as far as with the Gen 5s. I forgot who they was trying to compete with while they came out with Gen 5s. They came out with Gen 5s for a specific reason. It was to compete with something that was doing.
Probably the company. Who did they lose the military contract?
Yeah, it was that. They lost
their military contract to.
Was it Smith & Wesson? What Neil, what you got? I know you on here.
Sig Sauer. They lost to no. Did they lose a Sig?
Well, that's the military gun. That's what they all go to.
So then they must have lost a Sig. And
yeah.
and all of the gun enthusiasts, Colin and all, I'm just naming certain people that actually listening. You tag him too. Make sure you get.
I got you.
But I think that, that's who they lost the contract to. So I feel like they were trying to go a certain route and everybody doesn't. And just from me doing my research, everybody doesn't like the finger grip.
Which is crazy. I like the
I love it.
Yeah, I like the
finger. I don't really want anything other than this. Like the only thing that would, like this is perfect to me. I just need front serrations. Like there's no front serrations on my Gen 3. Gen 5s, I believe Gen 5s started that. Like everything had
front serration. And they had the rifle barreling.
Exactly. So they changed the barreling and a bunch of different things, like, internal things, nothing you can physically see. You get what I'm saying? Other than the finger grooves. And I believe the mag well is different. It's a little bit more open. But I could be wrong. Let us know. That's what we're here for.
So for my question for you, what made you want to get your gun? What made you want to exercise your Second Amendment right?
We live in Baltimore. I'm gonna just give you. So I told you what we were talking about. Did we say something about neighborhoods earlier?
Message.
Yeah.
Because I said I was gonna round back around to this, right? Park Heights and Spalding, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to get nobody in trouble. This is just something that I experienced when I was a child. Maybe 8, 9, 10. I was a little bit on the older side. Maybe probably wasn't even that old. I honestly don't remember.
Mm-hmm.
I just remember a nigga got smoked in front of me. Like on the porch. Everybody, get down. I'm standing up. What's going on? Like, you feel me? Like, middle of the intersection. You feel me? Right there. You feel me? Coming from Cinderella's. Ironically, just had bought his girl some, and I don't know if I'm telling somebody business. I'm not trying to do that. But you feel me? The Cinderella heels. Like from the movie, I think that Cinderella's the sneaker store in the corner.
Right. I know exactly what it was.
Had a sneaker store. You feel me? And he was coming back from there. I'm talking, they wore him out. Like, I'm talking about, I don't know what's going on. I just watched the nigga get wore out, and I don't know what's going on. I'm just here. Like, I'm at my grandma's house, like, watching the nigga get smoked. You feel me? But, shit like that. Another situation that I really won't speak on camera. Nothing that I did wrong. It's just, being involved in the situation that I didn't want to be involved in that, it's life. We do what we do. And I'm not going to take it no further than that. But, we live in a crazy place. You feel me? People would do something for nothing. You feel me? And, that'll never happen again. That situation will never happen again. So it's like, just trying to be straight. Like, I'm not trying to, like I told you, I'm not doing this to be malicious to nobody. You feel me? I'm not going, what's the name? This shit go everywhere with me, regardless of what I'm doing. You feel me? Because ain't nobody about to catch me slipping. And that's how I look at life now because of said situation. Because you could be doing anything. My mother called me. You feel me? I do DoorDash sometimes. Oh, watch yourself. Like literally, verbatim. Most people would be like, yo, this is crazy. But this my mother. She come from the same place that you feel me? That I'm talking about. So you got to understand what she been seen or whatever. Like, I'm out on a DoorDash. Oh, you've been saying they've been robbing people. I said, yo, you know what's crazy, man? I don't got my gun on me. Go home and get that. Stop what you're doing. Go home and get that. But that's where we live. And, people will look at it like, you tripping. You this, that, and the third. My man know I got him. Regardless if I got to go sit down. You feel me? Or whatever. You feel me? Might happen. My man know I got him. My other, you feel me? The people that I was with earlier today, they know I got them. You feel me? And it could be just me. If I'm going to have to take that fall so we all go home at night, that's cool.
That's the motto.
We say that every night. I'd rather be judged by what?
12 and carried
by 6. Because I didn't carry somebody outside of another situation. And one of my good friends being killed. Like, people don't understand. We live in a place that it's not no time for games. Like, I remember vividly going to my friend's house, and he knows what I'm talking about, but you feel me? I'm not going to speak on who exactly he is. I knock on his door. He opens the door. It's a red beam on the door. I say, what the fuck are you on? Shit, niggas playing for keeps out. He was playing with me. You feel me? But, yo, let me cop one of them. Nah, niggas playing for keeps out here. Niggas not ready to play with niggas. Like, I'm not ready to sell you something so a nigga can wear me out. You feel me? And it's just like that. It's the place that we come from. It's how we grow up. Like,
and I'm glad, and for the record, I'm glad you took the legal route. Because most people don't take the legal route. They go, like you said, buy the gun off the street. But at least you're protected because now, Maryland laws have changed.
And I don't want to stop. I want to say something after you say that. So go ahead.
So that's all I wanted to say. I just wanted to say, again, everything was legally obtained. Nothing here is dirty. And I don't understand why people that play in those positions that don't have a record don't, protect themselves or do the necessary steps.
And that's what I was about to say to you. Because I want all y'all to understand that it's a trap. That they don't tell us that we can go get X, Y, and Z to protect ourselves. They let us catch those charges or whatever. I've had charges in my life. Weed, whatever the case may be. You can still go get that. You don't need somebody to, you can't do this, that, and the third. They just allowed you to be able to get the license with being able to smoke medical marijuana. So that's not a deterrent anymore. But we're taught a certain way. That's why you have a bunch of people on the street with dirty guns trying to go protect themselves, and they don't need to go that route. Granted, some people have felonies. Some people have certain situations. I'm not taking away from that. But the people that do not, you can go out there and get this without having any deterrent. Because at the end of the day, we're going to talk about America now. You feel me? That's what they're trying to get us to think. That you got to have a dirty gun. And guess what's going to happen when you get caught with the dirty gun? 5 or 3 or whatever. New York, you're not coming home probably. That's just how they rock. Yeah. California only sells these. They only sell Gen 3s. They don't sell 4s, 5s, anything else that Glock is going to make. They do not sell anything other than Gen 3 Glocks because it's on their handgun roster. But a lot of people don't know that. So if you ever look at California movies, what you see them gangsters with, what you see them people with, you feel me? Anything from down up to that number, you feel me? You good probably. You feel me? But that's the way that they kick it to us. So we don't, and I'm not saying they don't want us to protect ourselves, but we don't read. We don't dive into things. So we just think, what somebody tells us is we take it for face value and we go about our life. And it's like, I have a bunch of people, females, whatever the case may be. And most of the time it's that because people are uncomfortable. But it's like, wouldn't you want me to be there to, if something does happen, that I can protect whatever is going on here? And, a lot of people don't even think about it that way. They want to look at it like, oh, you just got a gun, you wilding out. Like, no, I'm not wilding out. I'm just making sure I'm straight. Yeah. Like, I'm not trying to do nothing.
Because you just, like you said, you just never know. I mean, I can remember one incident where I was dating somebody in the past. This is when I first come out the joint, not the jail. So, but, and she lived down there on North Cary, I think, Cary and something.
Somewhere where you shouldn't have been.
Right. So I pull off. I get the like on 695. She called me. She like, yeah, somebody was just shooting right outside the house. And I'm like, and I was going to stay another hour. And it's crazy because I'm like, we would have been out there in that mix.
In that same time period.
And given my position, it was like, I may have had to react because of that. But like you said, I mean, I would have been protected and I would have had certain legalities taken care of. But at the end of the day, for some of you people who choose a lifestyle and may have not been subjected to certain consequences, you need to definitely go arm yourself because, like he said, it's getting crazy. Kids, what they doing? They carjacking people now. They doing all types of things. Mm-hmm. And the last thing I want is for me to not be here when I got 2 boys to raise. You get what I'm saying? Because somebody was tripping or they didn't understand. They just put a video up today, I think on Murder Inc., the dude at the gas station, the BMW pull up, they hop out him and rob the dude. Yeah, so it's just like.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, what's the name? Like, we literally tanked for it, the last tank fight. So, people bet money. People doing their thing. Everybody's trying to, Side note, anytime Tank fights, bet everything, the house, the car, anything that you need to bet on Tank Davis, bet it because he's going to win you your money. But let's go back to what we talking about. So, everybody's, kind of, up in their spirits. He knocked a nigga out 7th round. So, I got my ticket. I won. I know I'm straight. I'm about to go cash my joint. But it's a guy in front of me. He goes to the front, gives her his ticket. She like, yo, you didn't win. He arguing with her, doing his whole thing. Eventually he leaves. And Dion like, yo, that nigga bet on his points and decision. Why was he wilding? He won in the 7th round. Right. Like, you didn't win no money. Like, right. You feel me? But the way that he's wilding and he holler out, yo, that's a nigga with a gun. That's going, something tick him the wrong way or whatever. These ain't the people that's supposed to have them.
Right.
And, I get that, that we have certain provisions in line, but those are the people that we want to worry about. You could go legally and what's the name and do your thing, but the people that had those tempers that you can't check, that's what you need to be worried about. Right. Because imagine that lady get off work and he like, I'm gonna wait outside until she get off for something that he did wrong. Right. And it's like,
and that'd be the case the most part. A lot of these people will be catching cases off the strength of, they can't communicate or they don't understand the accountability they had and why things happen the way they happen. What was something, because you already spoke on what made you get to 17. What was something?
I'm going to give another point on that just to help you with your name, because I'm going to keep it 1,000. Gen 3s are cheaper than Gen 5s. And this is unloaded. I don't want y'all to keep thinking I'm pointing at them. I'll clear it again. There's nothing in here. So it's like, this is cheaper than a Gen 5. Like,
yeah, I got a discount. So
yeah, he has a discount from the
job,
job that he's in. So this is $555 out the door, and that's maybe $560 because I had to pay $10 for the application. Once I do buy the gun, that's another thing. It's a whole money play, and that's why that's why they think that we're not gonna go do it. It costs you a certain amount of money, and most people don't have it. And you think, oh, because I don't have it, I can't go get it. Take your time. You can chop up each.
Yeah, some places let you put a down payment.
You could hit his man's. get that out the way, right? And in the time that it's going to take you for it to come back, you start saving your money for this. Then you're in the game. You don't even have to worry about anything else. Maybe a $10 application fee and what you're gonna pay on this in taxes. So $550. That's the reason I got a Gen 3, and I like finger grooves. We kind of grow up seeing Glocks, like Glock, 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 Glock. You hear rap, Glock, 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 Glock. So that's just it's kind of like a condition thing. So I'm going in the store. I want a Glock. I want you. Nope, I want that one. You get what I'm saying? Like, I want that one. Right. That's the full size. I want that one. That's the one with the cops use. I want that one. Like, you get what I'm saying? It's like that's all it was. Like, I don't want you to think it was maybe the finger grooves and that it was cheaper. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna get the same result done if we ever, get into whatever. But finger grooves and price.
So what was the biggest thing you learned from being a gun owner? Well, as far as once you really dove into the mechanics of a weapon and how to shoot, what was something you thought was different that you was like, oh?
So I'm gonna give you a wiretap exclusive. Nobody know about this. Like, you get what I'm saying? He don't even know about this, and this is my best friend. Like, I want you to listen to me, right? My brother go to a track meet, right? You feel me? He, him, my mother, my father, he run track. He go to track meet. So I'm in the house, but days prior, I'm like, yo, my father got a gun in the house. 6 Sawyer, big joint, big 4.5, big shit. I'm like, yo, when they dip, I'm going to get that. Like, yo, I'm going to get it. Like, yo, I'm about to go get that motherfucker, and I'm going to shoot that bitch out the back door. Like,
hey, yo.
No, you feel me? This is true story. So I just want you to understand to where I'm going. You feel me? So they left, went upstairs, found the key, unlocked the book bag, take the gun out of the book bag. I'm out the back door, boom, boom. Like, I'm just, wild.
Yeah.
But, being a fucking child, like being somebody that's not, doing what I'm supposed to be doing. What did I want to ask you what you think I did wrong. So I go out the back door, boom, boom, take the gun back upstairs.
You either didn't pick up the shells or you didn't put the bullets back.
There's still one in the head, Tony.
Oh.
So me being a rookie, I don't know that I can just jack around out the gun.
Right.
I'm just...
Yeah, you got to clear the magazine.
God,
right.
There's a bullet in the gun. What am I going to do? You feel me? So now I'm in my parents' room. You feel me? Standing there, his case right there. So what did Jeremy do? Took the gun, put it to the case, and shot the motherfucker. And I said, oh, shit, I'm good. You feel me? Put everything back, whatever the case may be. I go downstairs. I'm like, oh, it's nothing nowhere. Whatever. Sitting in the basement watching TV. Niggas come home from the track meet. Jeremy, what the fuck is this? I'm like, what you talking about, yo? Like, I ain't do nothing. I'm scared because I know what I just did, but I'm like, yo, why? What did I do? What the fuck is this? I walk in the kitchen. There's a,
shit.
Like a, y'all know what I'm saying. There's a bullet hole in the floor. There's a bullet in the, like, what's that the good kitchen shit? If you got
China?
It's in the floor. So it's like a good kitchen floor. They paid to get this done.
Marble?
I remember. Something of that nature. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a bullet in the floor.
Oh, shit.
Bullet, the casing then exploded, so it's all over it. But I didn't know that it was right there. So I'm thinking, I don't know what the hell I was thinking, to be honest with you. But you feel me? What's this? I don't know what you're talking about. Like, whatever the case may be. He wild out. He called my neighbor. My neighbor was home. Like, yo, did you hear anything? Did you hear a gun go off? He like, no, I ain't hear nothing. What happened? He tell him, he may have heard. He may have just done me a favor. You feel me? There ain't no way I bust that bitch out the back door and he ain't here. You feel me? So, he do his thing. My father wilding out. He geeking out now. So I'm like, oh, damn. Now he go upstairs, do all of that. But the reason I'm telling this story, what did I do in that closet that could have been crazy?
As far as like...
After I realized that the round was in the chamber.
Oh, you could have just let the magazine on and clear.
Yeah, I mean, I put that motherfucker to my eye and almost shot that
For real?
bitch. So,
Oh my God, Joe.
But just think.
Yeah, you ain't know no better.
We cannot be having this conversation because I don't know no better.
Right.
You feel me? And it's like, I'm not telling you to, to make this, lit. This is something that naturally happened to me. A Lil Wayne type story. Like,
Right.
And my mother was like, yo, what if you feel me? Not knowing what I did. She just said it. Like, what if you'd have did something crazy? You'd be dead. And it's nothing that nobody could have done. So what's they have been? They was an hour away in Hanover to track me. What the fuck was Jeremy going to do but bleed out in the
house? Yeah.
So it's like just to, safety. Like I told you, I do this every day, all day. Anywhere I go, it's with me. You feel me? I know that what's the name? Like, it sounds crazy. It is what it is. But like I told you, I live where I live. You can check our numbers. And I'm not trying to glorify anything that happens in this city or state, but that's just what it is. So I'm not going to shortchange myself in any which way, shape, or form. So I tell you, I do this every day. Safety, you feel me? Realizing that people think that there's a power that comes with it. And how people treat you when they know you got a gun.
Right.
And I don't want nobody to treat me.
And you kind of jump in the head because that's...
Nah, but we can still...
No. Go ahead. Yeah.
It's just like, that's what I'm learning. Like, a lot of people, what's the name?
You think it gives you a false sense of safety?
Not even false sense of safety. I'm saying more so... Because I know it don't matter what I'm doing. If somebody got the complete drop, it ain't nothing I can do.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? I know that. I know killers that didn't, and that didn't die and because they just got caught slipping.
Right.
And that's just what it is. That's just the nature of the game that certain people play. But it's like, I don't think I think a false sense of power or security would come from actually using and getting away with said situation.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to go home every night. I want to walk in my apartment that I pay for and lay down in my bed. Granted, it's right next to me. Everything I do, right there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But to the point, just think people are looking at it like, yo, you went to the bathroom and didn't take your gun with you? You slipping, bro. Like, you get what I'm saying? But people think that it's funny, or I read internet blogs and shit like that, and people are like, "You take your gun to the bathroom? What if a nigga pop in this motherfucker and I'm taking it?
Yeah, I take my everywhere.
And I know it. I don't like females that I deal with. I've had females like, yo, I don't want to see it. I don't want to what's the name, and it's like they taking it the wrong way. Like I'm not just trying to protect myself or you.
Right.
Or anybody.
And two,
you feel me?
That could be a situation where you in the bathroom and what if an active shooter come in there? And imagine if you'd have left it at the table or left it, you know what I'm saying? And you like, or in the car. And it's like, I remember when they first told us, like this was like the first week we was there, he was like, you either gonna carry it or you not. Because what's gonna happen is, the one time you don't carry it, something gonna happen.
And like I said, my mother, yo, spin back around, go get that. And it wasn't, you get what I'm saying? It's funny because that day I did deal with a lot of weird DoorDash situations.
Right.
It wasn't nothing crazy, but the first one was like somebody sent me to a house, and it's funny because it was some high school kids, but it was just like I'm across the street from a school, but the address was for the house across the street from the school. So when I'm pulling up, I see people converging. Imagine if that's a group of people that's trying to do something to me.
Right.
And you feel me? I'm thinking I'm going to their house and I spin a bin and they making their move. My gun's literally down the street. Like literally my house is only X, Y, and Z.
Right.
I just don't have it. What I'm going, try to, what I'm going to run. Like I don't.
There's nothing you can do. Yeah.
It's what's the name? So it's just like, like you're saying, the days that you don't got it, you feel crazy, and you can attest to this. Even you being in the what's the name? Imagine you go out the house and don't have it with you. I know how you feel.
Yeah,
because I feel the same way. Like my father's a military guy. He ain't never. You feel me? I came up on guns, but he ain't never been one of them to be like, this is this, or do this or do that. You feel me? It was like, yo, this is for the house. You feel me? When I got my, you're supposed to stay in the house with that. Like, I live where I live, bro. Like, I'm not, you feel me? Like, we could do
And
whatever.
again, he got his credentials.
Yeah, I got my credentials, but it's just like certain people look at it a certain way, and you won't ever catch me slipping. Like, that's just not like, and I know it sounds cliche or I don't even want ghetto, some gangster shit. But
Nah.
I'm just
because they do it.
Think that
They do it in other states. Like, bro, when we went to Texas, bro, that's all you saw. All you saw in Texas.
You just think he grew up in Texas, high school. They're living like that before that even. This just happened. That open carry, whatever. They been living like that.
Right.
We ain't been living like that.
Nah.
The niggas that got them is, what they, whatever. You feel me? But to find out that you can go and protect yourself in a legal way, and another common misconception that there's no self-defense in Maryland. Everywhere has self-defense if it's a clear self-defense situation. So stop telling people that in Maryland there's no self-defense. You can't protect yourself. Yes, we have. I don't even want to call it. I don't even know what to.
Well, you have the
domain doctor and this is. So if somebody running here right now and we both, what's the name? Oh, we got free game. You feel me? But outside the door, it needs to be a clear-cut self-defense
situation. She upstairs
situation.
with the other one, so we really would have been.
You get what I'm saying? And I know she's primed and ready. So it's like, let's stop doing that as people. Let's find out. Let's research. Let's read things. Let's find out what we can and can't do to protect ourselves. And that's why we fall in a lot of situations that we fall in with these firearms. These things is under $1,000, but people think like, oh, I gotta spend $1,000. I mean, it did cost me some money. I'm not going to say it didn't cost me about $1,000, the whole process. But would you not want to have it? Would you not want to be able to, somebody run down in your car and you in the fear of your life? That's a self-defense situation. If you feel like you couldn't, it was nothing you could do because here you're supposed to retreat. We have duty to retreat.
First. Yeah.
First. So whatever your situation is, if somebody running down on you, you're supposed to retreat unless you can't retreat. Then you can handle your business. You feel me? But we're taught what? Go get a dirty gun, walk around all day with said gun, and then when a nigga catch you, you're going to jail, whatever the case may be. Or you're going to use it and you're going to, it's like a revolving door. Like if I got to use my gun, I'm going to, just what I just showed y'all, boom, just like this. It's going on the ground, calling the police. X, Y, and Z just happened. And I'm going to go about my legal process because I did everything that I was supposed to do to be able to protect myself. So I just want y'all always to just understand that and think about that.
All right, so we're going to end it on this note because you kind of answered our 5 already. So what's your dream gun? Mine is a Desert Eagle. I ain't gonna hold it.
I want an FN57, different colored tips. What did he say?
I don't know.
I definitely want FN, different colored tips. Some like a Secret Service gun. I don't know if they use it anymore or if that's what they're doing. But Secret FN57. I want a Drake for some reason, just maybe because of culture reasons. Like I want a Draco, but I'm gonna just tell y'all what I hope to get. Because I mean, dream guns is dream guns. FNs is $1,000. So we're gonna get there one day, but no, I spent $1,000 on something else before I spent $1,000. I already got a gun. So
they all do the same thing.
They all do the same thing. So, my next cop is probably something a little bit more concealable, Glock 17, like him, if he can, what's the name? That's smaller than this.
Which is crazy because it weighs more. So look, I did my homework. If you go down, the weight is 23.99, yours is 22.22. I mean, it's all 5 pounds, but.
And you want to know what's crazier? It feels heavier. That's crazy. Now that he says that, like, that's crazy. But yeah, they're 2 different sizes. His is like that's the favorite conceal and carry for Glock. Everybody loves Glock 19. Like that's their thing. And it's like me being the weirdo that I am, I don't want to go that route. I want to go against what everybody is saying. So it's like Glock 48. It's this black and gold Glock 48 that I want. Base bottom is black, and then the slide is gold. So that's probably going to be my next purchase. The black and gold 48X, because it's a conceal and carry, so I can conceal and carry it, so I don't have to walk around with this all day. This is difficult. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, it's very hard to conceal.
Most people can't conceal it. Like, I did something today and I had it on me, and probably nobody knew but the person that I was with. But it's like it's definitely weird. I'll say that it's not difficult because, like I told you, I do it every day. I do this all the time. But just to think. What the fuck is that?
That's Michael Jordan.
It's not Michael Jordan.
100% Michael Jordan.
That's 100% Michael Jordan, bro.
On G. But he said that's 100% Michael Jordan. But like, honestly, I need something that's more concealable to carry, a little bit more comfortable. This is definitely uncomfortable, but I'm gonna keep it 1,000. If it's coming down to my safety, I'll be uncomfortable all day. You feel me? That's the only thing that I got. So, I'm gonna, blue beam it all day long. Like, we gonna,
And before we go, we're gonna introduce the TWO Trail World Order.
Show the bag, nigga. It took a lot of work, motherfucker. The fuck? Took a lot
Yo
of
said
work.
they don't care about the bars.
Yeah, the bars. You get it.
That shit took a lot of work.
What's that? A smaller name?
What's this? Let me see.
That's what you are.
Nah, that's an extra large.
That's yours. So
Yeah.
you can put. Yeah, you just go and what's your name?
You got
You
the
can
small,
show people
you
the
got
bag.
extra large. Matter of fact, nigga need that. That's what he need.
So, if you're familiar with who that is, I know y'all didn't seen the movie, so I'm gonna tag Homeless Trillionaire in this. Definitely copy a T. They going for what, 40?
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm gonna definitely wear this to New York. Going to New York in a few weeks. Yeah, I might get Larry to sign his mouth.
He gonna want one.
If he sounded good for me.
Gee, I'll give you another one. Nigga said he keep it. He said, but that's the new drop that'll be dropping Thursday, 5/11/23 at 12 p.m. The site will be open at 12 p.m.
Message.
And I'm gonna keep it 1,000. This is where I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna tell y'all this here, and I'm not even gonna make a post about it. He gonna be the only person that got the clip of this. I'm not saying it no more. You go online, or you cop from me in person, DM, whatever the case may be. You cart that or you buy that. Go ahead and get that bag again. The Trill World Order. No, it's something we really take this motherfucker over. Like, the world. Like, Tony wasn't playing. Tony laid down the you feel me, the blueprint for what niggas trying to do. But this is like a lifestyle. We ready to carry this everywhere all across the US, like some ASAP Mob shit. You caught one of them. You caught the Keisha that come out on Thursday. You get one of these for $20. OG Stoners Club T. You cart one of them, or you DM me and saying you trying to cop one of them, you can get one of these for $20. It's 12 of them left. It's a lot of smalls, maybe 3 mediums, maybe like a large or 2, and I think it's 1 extra large left. So it's not that many tees. So you get a crazy deal for this if you cop you a Keisha tee. So you feel me? That's just, I'm gonna end that with that note. It's a whole nother world we coming for, inside tag. So on the Keisha tee as well. Gonna come with you a bag. But definitely you can get one of these for $20. You cop that Keisha for $40. You feel me?
Make sure y'all look out for that. What'd you say?
On
Thursday, 5/11. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for joining us. For those who watched, we're going to have the audio out tomorrow. I'm going to clip it up. I'll probably do some clips tonight. Thank you for coming, brother.
Absolutely. It's not a problem.
Yeah.
We need to do this again.
Yeah,
I like doing shit like this.
Next week, y'all going to hate me. Fats, what's up, my guy? Next week, Fats and Devin, we're going to have a discussion on co-parenting on Mother's Day. That's what I said. Yes, we will.
That's going to be one of them ones.
Yes, it is. So we'll see y'all next Sunday, 9 o'clock, same time. And thank y'all for watching.
Peace.